Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a long time since y'all see me this glammed up, but I'm back. So I'm here. The title says it all. We are here to discuss The Housewives of Atlanta season 8, along with the part 1 reunion and my little Twitter issue last night. So we're discussing it all out on the table. So with all that went down last night, I had to put all my videos to a side. Y'all know my nail lovers are going to be upset because I'm supposed to been doing a nail care video today. But it went down on Twitter last night. When I tell you it went down, it went down. So I wasn't even going to review Housewives of Atlanta. But I said after what went down last night on Twitter, I don't have no choice. So I gave y'all curly girl tease. I'm giving you volumized hair. I had to beat my face to the gods. Eyebrows, lips, and everything. Okay. I would have gave you a mean darn on eyeshadow, but I didn't have time. It's currently 1:30. Y'all know technically this supposed to be my day off. You know, we supposed to have our beauticians. We supposed to be Monday our day off, but darn on Kenya just wasn't going to let me have my darn on day off. So let me go on ahead and get the Kenya issue out of the way. If y'all are not following me on my Twitter, y'all know I am a huge fan of all the housewives. I'm still getting notifications right now. Like, this is crazy. Pretty much I'm going to annotate what caused all of this issue to go down right here. Okay, as y'all can see from that tweet, I tweeted the Kenya like I normally do. I tweet to Kenya all the time. I tweet to Brandon. Actually, me and Brandon follow each other, and I recognized him from Days of Our Lives because y'all know I am a huge soap opera fan. I watch Days of Our Lives. I watch General Hospital. Back in the day, I used to watch All My Children, One Life to Live, and if you raised show enough back in the day, Passions, NBC Passions with Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald and them. Yep, played by Lindsay Hartley. That's how much of a soap fan I am. So needless to say, make a long story short, I told Kenya that now, you know darn on, Kim is the most established of the show now. They don't take away that girl accolades. And then she responded back to me like this. Okay, if y'all seen that, she pretty much responded back, then why she's on my show. Lord child, what she say that for? I'll be darn on 60-some people came out of nowhere and drug Kenya for filth. And then I tweeted, in the meantime, afterwards, I tweeted this. Okay, as y'all seen from my tweet, I said just because Kim's career may have diminished or whatever, and she's no longer have corn doesn't diminish her resume as an established actress. You had plenty of people from back in them times that died poor, from the guy off of Sanford and Son to several people on Good Times or whatever. So just because she may be broken now on Housewives of Atlanta doesn't diminish her acting ability. Nor does it diminish you as, you know, the model that you was. I mean, you darn on Miss USA 1993. You darn on established model. Even Malibu Dollface said you look better than Beyonce. Nah, I think Malibu a little bit bumped his head a little bit when he made that. He was reaching on that one, but you know, people could consider you chocolate B. So y'all both winning, and I didn't see the point of putting other people down. I mean, come on now. So, but anyways, the Kenya fans came, and then, but it was a lot more Kenya haters that was dragging her. So as y'all can see the comparison of my tweets, I'm going to just show y'all the rest, and then I'm going to close this on out. all them tweets. That's what went down last night on my Twitter. And I had to go on Facebook like, oh my God, it's still happening. My phone was blowing up like nobody's business. And I was like, no wonder darn on YouTubers who have over 100,000 subscribers cannot answer all of this, because I got a taste of what 100K YouTubers go through, and it's, oh my goodness, my phone kept beeping every 10 seconds. And then my Twitter is linked to my AOL, so it kept beeping twice because it'll notify me of a Twitter, and then it notified me in my email address. And then after a certain point, after like over 100 responses, my darn on Twitter, my AOL just said, we just accepting every other one. All of this is not about to hit the AOL. So even AOL was starting to consider it spam at this point. But anyways, yeah, that was a mess right there. So let me go ahead and question this on out. Can you come across this? Let me just say this. Both of y'all are beautiful in each own way. But darn on, can you please stop trying to diminish that girl's darn on accolades? Just let her have her acting ability. Come on now. You wouldn't want nobody saying, well, hell, your darn on Miss USA title ain't irrelevant because it's way back in 1993. Now, didn't your ass get on darn on Portia for saying that? So why is you keep on putting darn on Kim down for her darn accolades being the last big hit darn on Living Single? I'm Kim. Y'all, we know you really wasn't doing nothing after you was more behind the scenes after Living Single. But still, that does not put down your accolades. So Kenya, you always want people to acknowledge your history way back in 1993. You need to acknowledge her history way back in 1983. Yeah, I want to say 83. Yeah, so at the end of the day, both of y'all are winning. So yeah, let that go. Child, let that go. But anyways, now that we got that issue out the way, now we done got Kenya and Kim on out the way. Both of them, very beautiful women. Darn on Kenya, you got more of the exterior looks. You got the rock hard body and abs going on. Kim, she got more of the bubbly inside personality that we all love. Can be a little bit strict, and I'm going to get on her too. I'm going to get on a little bit of all y'all during this season review. So let's go ahead and get to it. Go ahead and get you a drink or whatever. Unfortunately, I'm not drinking with y'all today. I forgot to put my Mountain Dew in the refrigerator before I went out today. As y'all know, I'm getting this aesthetics thing on the way, so I had to go to the bank and all of that. I'm getting stuff in the process. Because now I got to find a shop. I've had quite a few people hit me up asking for wax services and all of this, that, and the third. And I don't have no place for them. So I definitely need a room to rent so I can go ahead and get these clients. Go ahead and start doing makeup services and doing my waxing and all of that. But anyways, okay, we back again. I told y'all to get a snack and I had to get me one too because this is liable to be about a good hour long. Because I'm reviewing all 18 episodes. A little bit short this go round. Usually Housewives of Atlanta gives us a full 27 episodes and a 3-part reunion. But they decided to cut it down at 17 episodes this go round. So I'm guessing that it wasn't enough material to go around this go round. So they gave us 17. Works out for me because I can break down, 18 episodes within an hour. Yes, I'm giving y'all samba fierceness today. Écoutez la boue. Yes, I'm giving y'all my roots today. But anyways, for y'all that don't know, I am Cameroon, Senegal, Singlisi. I'm giving you every bit of my Singlisi midnight Togotees. But anyways, yes, back to these hoes of Atlanta, as Much Love would say. We first start off the darn on episode with, ironically, Kenya introducing none other than Kim Fields. And it wasn't until after Chrissy, we just gonna say Chrissy, gave his negative opinions, and it got back to Kenya that stuff went left. So, ironically, they started out as friends. You acknowledged her, Kenya, as the legendary Kim Fields, but now throughout the rest of the show, you're gonna act like her legendary status ain't shit. Okay, backpedaling. But anyways, we start off with that. What else did we start off with from Housewives of Atlanta? I'm really gonna be all sporadic throughout this show. We start out with Cynthia Bailey. She's got the eyeglass line and all of that. Everybody's coming out with an eyeglass line. Lord Jesus. It's like, what's the difference? And from the thoughts to the haute couture, I guess Cynthia Bailey at least can position herself to be more like a Foster Grants, considering her modeling history with her. But it's like everybody got a darn on eyeglass line. Amber Rose got an eyeglass line. Darn gone, Kylie Jenner got the lipstick line. Black China got the darn gone lip gloss line. Darn gone. Yeah, now I do got me some E-Rides. I ain't even gonna lie. I seen Don Benjamin wearing these, so I did get me some darn on E-Rides. Y'all see me wear these at the voting polls. Let me show y'all these right here. See, ooh, y'all see that right there? And it matched my lips, honey. Let me show y'all this right quick. Let me show y'all this. I'm giving you darn on naughty African Liberian, boo. Naughty African Liberian. Yes. Now, Cynthia Bailey got some that can top these, and these got UVA and UVB protection. It's esthetician approved, courtesy of Divawuan. Now, if Cynthia got some like these, I might check hers out as well. Because I don't know what's going on the E-Ride site. I went to go get the Beehive ones. They had some awesome ones that was called the Beehive that was purple and black. I wanted to get those too, but I did not see them. So I may have to check out Cynthia Bailey's. I want some more like this right here. This is just all kinds of sexy. But anyways, yeah, she got her darn on eyeglass line out. Candy's pregnant. We find out Candy's pregnant. Ironically, it's something about when pregnant women get big, when naturally curvy or women or whatever get pregnant, they look like they get thin or whatever. So Candy was the same way. I think also within the first episode, they end up having a party or whatever. Let's go on ahead and go back to Kenya again. I don't know necessarily what order this is in, but they end up having the Kenya Moore water party for the water. And then Portia, she introduces a friend, and she drinks the stuff and find out that it's mere tap water. Now, my thing is, y'all know a girl has a degree in marketing, so Kenya, please educate me on this. Because as a person who has a degree in marketing, and I got my darn on plaques and certificates, I got some that's not hung up, but I got my plaques and certificates posted. Please educate me on how you fill your conditioners and stuff with water just for the product. I never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Especially when you're showing actual demonstration of product. People want to feel the texture and see the consistency of the product. You have cosmetologists coming to look at your... Now, I understand you were that the hot AC was out of your control and you was very adamant on making sure it was well ventilated. So that wasn't your fault. But tell me, you didn't have enough samples, enough of the more hair care to be on hand for cosmetologists and beauticians such as myself to test the actual consistency. We are actually testing water. Yeah, Kenya, I had to give you the side eye on that one. Now, fast forward on to Cynthia Bailey's party. At this time, both old Patricia and darn gone Cynthia going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Cynthia Bailey comes down the stairs with an old mean number. Got a nice white gown on, giving Cynthia Bailey teas and everything else. And then the argument ensues. Miss Chateau by Sheree comes and ventures into the scene for the first time. Takes everybody by storm. Sheree is the most basic out of the group. She's the most basic, but she's the most fierce at the same time. Let me tell you why. Everybody else is dressed, you know, housewife-ish. Everybody got the glam, the hair, the makeup, and here comes, you know, Cynthia Bailey, pretty much looking just like me, pretty much. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with Divawuan. Let's get that straight right now. Hello? It ain't nothing wrong with Divawuan. But that being said, when you housewife, you supposed to stepping on up to housewife status. But at the same time, I guess Sheree challenging her Divawuan is like, well, bitch, I can give you minimum makeup. And we'll get into that in a later episode. She was giving, you know, just regular everyday makeup, just glistening, glossing, had her strobing technique on. Now, I thought she went a little bit too far with them strobing. I got my Samsung TV now. I was seeing them pores a little bit, but honey, Sheree, you overall got some excellent skin. Excellent skin, and I'm with everybody else. Body is snatched. Just snatched. She came in with an old leather outfit and whatever. Wasn't too long before. Here we go again, old Missy Kenya. We at the end of the day, we got to love her crazy ass. We got to love her. Now you know damn well ain't no other neighbors been talking. There you go stirring the fucking pot, Kenya, talking about. The neighbors was asking about when is your house is going to be built, and it's like. Now, I was with Dargon Sheree on that one. Once again, Kenya, I love y'all do, but I got to call bullshit when I call bullshit. I highly doubt, looking at your house, what we seen, what it looked like before, and what Dargon Chateau Sheree looked like before. Years in the making. Years in the making. 4 years in the making at this point. Her unfinished house was not the eyesore. I do believe that it was your Dargon house that was at the bottom near the ditch that was the eyesore. That Western style house in Dargon Georgia Peach of the South that looked like a condemned building compared to an empty castle of Chateau Sheree. Chateau Sheree house looked marvelous from the outside. It's empty as a motherfucker. Probably still empty to this darn day. But still, the visual looked it darn good. It was a good imagination tease to the eye that just never became a reality. Because as of the day, we have confirmed that your little rinky-dink shack, Kenya, you actually fixed it on up. You fixed it on up some kind of beautiful. You turned, child, you ought to be called Miss Property Brothers because, bitch, you transformed that darn on shack like darn on Property Brothers on HGTV. So I give you your props on that. Again, we still looking for the results of Chateau Sheree. Maybe she waiting for that darn on, you know, full-time Peach status to kick in and she can get that little bit of... I think they should start off at... Come on now. She's an OG in the game. She started out with darn on... Nene, can we at least start darn on... Can we at least start off at 300,000? Go on in and start darn on Sheree at 300,000. Now, unless you don't bump darn on... Phaedra up near that much, then I think darn on Sheree should be bumped up to 4 because Sheree gives more TV action than darn on Phaedra Parks, honey. So, whatever you darn on paying darn on Phaedra, just give darn on Sheree about $100,000 to $150,000 more. That's her position. $150,000 more than whatever you paying darn on Sheree. So, going from the party scene where darn on Sheree about to smack down darn on Kenya. Like, goddamn, y'all ain't even seen each other about 10 minutes and her ass fixing to drag you by your 24 inches of real hair, like darn on Portia did. Now, okay, I ain't gonna read you too much on that, but you notice after darn on Portia drug darn on Kenya by her 24 inches of wig, she no longer claimed Detroit so freely no more. I do believe Detroit told her to shut it on down with that one. You disappointed your old darn on state. You know Detroit is about that life. And for you to get drugged in a flawless fatality the way that you did by darn on Portia and not get one blow in, come on now. Now, I ain't saying you should have punched her in the face or whatever. But you could have snatched her darn on wig off of something. Now, I'm sure Portia, being an experienced wiggy that she is, she got some clips and whatever in her hair. She got the elastic band going on. She got the, the two bobby pins tucked behind the ear, whatever, and one at the nape. So it wouldn't have snatched off. But what darn on King you should have did was, you should have just got right up in this area. Where, now y'all know I ain't wearing no frontal. This is me, boom. This is me. But anyways, if I was wearing a frontal, you snatched that off right there, the wig would have still been on, but darn on Portia would have really been embarrassed like a motherfucker. She would have had a big old bald spot right here just showing nothing but braids. You would have had all this darn on Russian wavy hair, and then you would have had braids. But anyways, darn on Sheree was about to take you back down the memory lane on that note until the dust settled on that. So fast forward on from that. What did we get after that one? I'm trying to stay in order as much as possible. I wish I could have a guide on my phone of what happened, so I'm just going sporadically. So fast forward, what was the first trip? Okay, let's go on ahead and fast forward to they get over their differences or whatever. Now they are going on to the boat. Kenya invites them onto a boat trip to help Cynthia out because Cynthia and darn on Patricia still going at it. So Cynthia and Patricia gets on. Cynthia invites everybody onto the boat or whatever. Girls night out or whatever. Then Cynthia has a new person called Tammy, who puts you in the mindset of an Amazon meets Miley Cyrus. And I think, once again, Much Love came up with that. I don't know if it was Much Love or Lovely T that came up with that one, but she puts you in the mindset of Amazon meets darn on Miley Cyrus. She's on there. You can tell she's a little bit off. On the way to the trip, you have Candy in the car with Kim Fields. And she was talking about how she wants to spice up sex life and whatever. She don't wear panties. A little bit too much information. I know where Kim was coming from. In the South, that is very old. That's old school traditional. That did not take me by surprise. I just was surprised that she mentioned it. But the fact that everybody else took it like, you don't wear panties? Like, in North Carolina, that's a very southern... I'm in the Bible Belt state, so maybe I can relate to Kim more on that. When you wear a dress or whatever... that's long and freely, it's not common for women to wear underwear in the South that are very Christian or whatever. And then in some cases, if you wearing a haute couture, now Kim probably can't relate to this one, but also if you was wearing a haute couture gown, it's not wise to wear a bra because it was said back in the day to depreciate the value of the gown. So I, being from the Bible Belt state, can relate to when a woman not wears a bra and not wear underwear, but that's not something that you would just freely advertise like that. So I was like, But anyways, she was talking. Then Candy was giving her the information on that's the only promotion that she did for that whole season on Bedroom Candy about the vibrating panties and whatever. And we didn't hear nothing else from Bedroom Candy the whole season. So I guess Bedroom Candy is finally doing well to the point where we don't have to hear about it every episode on Housewives of Atlanta, because that's the only time we heard about that dang on Bedroom Candy that entire series, except for when Kenya met up with Candy later talking about how the panties worked and everything. And I was like, once again, Kim, too much information. I know you trying to get out your shyness and everything. I have the same personality type, boo. I'm a type IR personality type as well. But that's just too much information to be sharing. Okay? I'm going to need you to tone it on back on in. But anyways, they on the boat and they bring some guys back. That turns out to be Tammy's, that's Miss Old Miley Cyrus, nephew. I think play nephew or whatever. Not that she playing with him, but I think that's, old friend in the hood that you consider like a sister. So that's your nephew or whatever. I don't know if that's really her biological nephew. I think that's like her best girl pal's son or whatever. Something like that. Old hood shit. So They on the boat and everybody thirsty ass is just drooling and everything else. And I'm like, really? These dust balls? Like, they didn't look nothing more special than the people right here on the dang on Burke. I was like, I see more I see a little bit more eye candy with a few guys on the dang on Burke. Or little guys on Brad Boulevard. Y'all drooling over this? And especially you, Kenya. I was like, with the body that you have and the guys that you can attract, Portia with the body that you have and who can you attract, y'all are drooling over these darn on regular Doug boys. See, I never get how people get digmatized. I do believe they be looking at hands. They be looking at all these darn on stereotypes that are not true. Once again, as a medical esthetician, I can tell you the hand size comparing to the penis size, the foot size comparing to the penis size, all do not have no correlation at all. None of them have no correlation at all. So, will y'all just quit it? Will y'all quit looking at a guy with a size 15 shoe thinking he's going to have a 15-inch penis? You're going to be sadly disappointed. You'd be surprised that sometimes the small ones that are really packing. Like, I don't think, August Alsina has a big shoe, but we've all seen what he's working with. Darn on Trey Songz's brother doesn't have the biggest hands, but he was working with, oh my Lord, I'm telling you, I can be darn on Trey Songz's brother. But anyways, that's a whole different topic. Yes, I see Mr. Forrest Tucker, honey. I'm just waiting for that day he gets that darn on divorce. I'm gonna have to pull a Funky Dineva number. I got my. Let me stop. See, I can't even do that darn on deep accent. But y'all know how Funky Dineva be talking about how he got his red lipstick on or whatever. Let me try my best. I got my red lipstick on. Yeah, I can't even do it, y'all. But anyways, I might have to do a darn on Funky Dineva number if Forrest Tucker get divorced. I mean, that is one motherfucker that can get it. And I'm not digmatized. I like the whole package. Like, I don't care for the game. I don't care for who else that showed their penis. Yeah, I don't care for the game. Who else is so? It's been like everybody lately. But that darn on Forrest Tucker, that flawless skin, ain't never been a hyperpigmentation. You know, me as an esthetician, I'm looking at everybody from head to... I'm looking at it ain't no flaw. I mean, skin is smooth. The texture is smooth. Ain't no hyperpigmentation. I don't see no ingrowns near the pubic area region. Look like even the darn on backside is nice and smooth. He don't got no hair behind. Everything is just nice and wet, smooth, and everything. Child. Forrest Tucker. My email will be in the description box below, LawanG@gmail.com. It go down in the DM. I'm telling you, and my darn on Instagram will be down below too. You feel free to hit me up in the darn on D. I'm telling you, it'll just be between us. My darn on subbies wouldn't nobody know that shit. I'm telling you right now. But let's get back to these darn on Real Housewives of Atlanta who can't get themselves a Forrest Tucker, who can't get themselves a darn on Trey Songz. And I'm still getting darn on messages from these darn on people. Like, god damn. It's a damn day later and people are still talking about this. Lord. They're still talking about it. Still talking about it. But anyways, Kenya calls us still snapping. And she didn't do it in a disrespectful manner, but him being so high on cocaine, I'm going to go on ahead and say it. I'm going to clock him for being high on coke. He wasn't high on darn on weed. Darn on Tammy and them, they get down with the darn on coke. As we did my video, y'all see my video where I said I contemplated being a drug dealer because these drug dealers get so much motherfucking money off of selling cocaine. They get paid over $300,000 a year. And I can tell the symptoms to a T. I ought to became a darn on doctor on the darn on side. Shit. And became a learning on legal street pharmacist. But anyways, he ended up calling her, he said something about don't snap at me or whatever, and then she said, she apologized, and then he kept it on. Then they get to the doggone house, and he's acting all off and jittery or whatever. He's that angry crackhead. He ain't the darn on funny crackhead. He ain't the, looking around crackhead, looking like. He's that just angry old crackhead. But anyways, he ended up talking about these bitches this and these bitches that or whatever. And then darn on Candy felt uncomfortable. That's when Kenya had him to leave. And then I be showing up, boy, done flipped out, done knocked Tammy down to the ground unconscious. Done rolled up on darn on Kenya. Security go get him on out. And then meanwhile, everybody blaming darn on Kenya. It's like, come on now. Now, we fought Kenya when she was wrong, but she was not wrong in that instance. And then when darn on Candy even came out and said she was uncomfortable, Portia finally understood. But darn on Fragile Parts wants to be like, well, I still think they throwing it out of proportion. Like, Fragile Parts, sit on down. Sit on down. Just sit your ass down. And I can't wait till next week for Todd to read you for motherfucking Phil. You had all this. I'm with darn on Todd. You have all this shit to say about me, this, that, and the third. Talking about what's going on in my house. And bitch, you ain't even know what Apollo was so-called doing in your house. I can't wait for that read to come through next week for your motherfucking ass. I'm ready for darn on Phaedra to get shut the fuck down. I'm not here for Phaedra. I'm sorry. I'm not here for it. Because you can't tell me that her being the lawyer that she is and darn on Apollo being the dope that he is, we've seen that darn on little Aiden has more of a vocabulary than his father. And you telling me he pulled off all of this by himself and people saying, well, he did it in the past. He's accused of auto fraud. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. There's a huge difference between auto fraud and doing something like Bernie Madoff, frauding people out of retirement and shit. That's a whole nother level of fraud where it takes darn on fraudulent paperwork and everything else. And we've seen that obviously from darn on Apollo's intelligence, he did not have that kind of shit to pull off himself. And old girl said it way back in 2009 that about it. So Apollo's always had somebody helping him along with the strings. Hence why old girl went to jail way back in the day before he got out for the second time. So Phaedra got out just simply based on the fact that she's a darn on lawyer. And she knew how to frame it in a way where she didn't be connected. So, Miss Fragile Parts, I see you, honey. I see you. You can like everybody else. But I got a darn on background in law too, honey. Yeah, as y'all know, this bitch got a background in everything. I went to school for law, went to school for marketing, went to school for science, went to school for history, went to school now to be a licensed esthetician. I got darn on more careers under my darn on belt than old white girl off of darn on Girlfriends. Now, y'all know I'm a 90s babe, so I grew up on Tracy Ellis Ross and them with Girlfriends. Y'all know the one that always was freeloading that darn on Tracy House. I think her character was Joan off of Girlfriends. But anyways, always freeloading. Got a darn on degree in psychology where she can be charging people $200 an hour for advice and whatever. But never utilized this darn on stuff. But anyways, yeah, I got more careers than her. But back to these girls. Now we done got over that. Oh, and also, it's the next day on the trip. Darn on Cynthia, she's up on 10 or whatever. After having her little, now I don't know if this is out of order or in order. But I remember that, her and, once again, Kenya Moore having their argument. And once again, Kenya was in the right. She was like, don't blame yourself for something that Tammy's family is about. And then darn on Cynthia's on 10, she ain't seeing the way that Kenya implied it. So she's going off on Kenya for nothing. Talking about, yeah, I can check on my friend. I can check on my... Well, she ain't saying that you can't check on your friend. Kenya wasn't saying that you can't check on a friend. She was just simply telling you don't blame yourself for your friend's actions. That you did not have nothing to do with that. You did not have nothing to do with it. You can't blame yourself. That's what Kenya was trying to say in that moment. But but darn on Cynthia was just up on 100. So fast forward the next day, they out on the darn on boat again. And I don't know if this came before the fight or after the fight, but darn on she gets mad at They was going back and forth calling each other bitches all day. And then as I don't know who got upset. I think Kenya got upset with somebody and she walked out. And she scored the old girl out. She scored I think no, that was at Lord, I don't know the fucking format of this darn on show. I should have took notes. But anyways, yeah, she was gonna get old girl off the darn on boat, Portia friend. And in the midst of doing that, darn on Cynthia, Portia said, yeah, bitch, go on and check on your friend or whatever. And then I guess she said bitch in a way that wasn't flattering, even though they've been saying bitch all day. I do believe Portia added a little bit of emphasis on. I did get that she did add a little bit of emphasis on that particular bitch. And darn on Cynthia being on 10, instead of just clapping back in a natural way, she just went on ahead and took it to the next level. But anyways, Cynthia and them did distance themselves. Cynthia just said, you know what, before I cuss this bitch out, I know I done been drinking. I've been drinking. She ends up taking herself to the other side of the boat. So she done distance herself. Cynthia, in this case, even when she's high, this is why you got to respect Cynthia. Cynthia is the most sound person on the show. Even when she's darn on flat out drunk. Even when Portia called her a bitch with a little bit of emphasis, she said, you know what, let me just diss myself. Let me go on over here. Portia goes over to where Cynthia's at. Now, Cynthia done moved herself in the situation. Portia goes over there. Everybody else ain't thinking nothing of it because they thinking Portia is going to be the grown woman and is just going to simply apologize. But no, Miss Portia Williams don't want to do that. Portia wants to keep the darn on shit going. So, I'm like, Cynthia, okay, so if you didn't come over here to apologize, what is you over here for? Can you please just leave me be? And then old Portia and them go back and forth or whatever. And then hands get on up. Now, mind you, Cynthia sitting down the whole time. And then now they in a hand lock exchange. As they in a back and forth hand lock, darn gone Portia gets up and proceeds to try to stomp Cynthia. And people think Cynthia is wrong for kicking darn on Portia in the pussy. So I'm like, this shit got to stop. Now, I'm telling y'all. This shit got to stop. Still going on. But anyways, people are still saying that Cynthia was in the wrong. Although I'm like, is we looking at the same motherfucking clip? Darn on Portia got up over darn on Cynthia, made the first blow and missed, and Cynthia simply kicked her ass back. Portia came back for a second time and got kicked across the darn on room. See, that's one thing you don't do. You don't mess with no darn on model with 25 years of experience. A model with 25 years of experience that is used to getting cut off the motherfucking runway by a darn on bitch trying to upstage her in fashion knows how to swing out that leg and block that bitch and make that darn on pose like. See, that's a darn on model 25 years in the darn on game. And she got her training from none other than Miss J. Alexander from America's Next Top Model. You came across the right bitch. Even sitting down, she won that darn on fight. Talking about she'll fuck that bitch up. And you see how Cynthia was just standing firm the whole time like this. I was like, okay now. Portia, I think you met your match. This ain't dang on Kenya. You ain't about to drag old Cynthia. She done kicked your ass across the darn boat twice without even having to get up. Now imagine what darn on Cynthia Bailey might do to your ass if she's able to actually get up and swing on your motherfucking ass. Let's not forget that her sister is Mallory. And Mallory look like she can throw a few rounds of damn self. So after that, they end up quickly selling that. They end up going to lunch and selling that. And that was the fastest darn on. I'm about like candy when it comes to these darn on fast turnaround and friendships. Now, there's nothing wrong with being mature and being a woman and, getting over arguments. But stuff like this where you actually get physical and go to blows with people, I don't think I want to be quick to forgive a bitch within darn on 24 hours. That may take a good week or two for me to have to ease on down into that. I wouldn't have been so forgiving that darn on fast. But anyways, on to the next scene. So by this time, we done got all the boat shit out the way. Now we're going on to Jamaica. I know I done jumped to a huge part from that. But anyways, in the meantime, you have darn on Apollo still trying to get in contact with the kids. Phaedra ain't taking them to the prison cell just yet. It's not until he got moved into a lower facility that they end up seeing darn on. They end up seeing Apollo's crazy ass. And then that was that. Long story short, they stayed about 2 hours. They couldn't record. Now we're going to get that scene on out the way. But in the meantime, what else happened? We seen Kenya fall in love with Matt. I'm so glad for her. I really am that she'll finally find somebody. You know, 8 times, third time might not have been the charm, but 8 time hopefully is the charm for her because I think Walter was darn on number 7. So hopefully Matt will finally be number 8. And hopefully after they get out this darn on first trimester, everything will be good with the baby because pretty much she confirmed that she was pregnant. It's just, you know, old Southern tradition that you don't supposed to announce that you're pregnant within the first semester on the off chance that you might have a miscarriage, especially being a woman in your 40s. So with that being said, yeah, she got a few more months to go before she can make the official announcement on that. Portia got in her back and forth with old sister about her not being able to properly manage the company, and then the sister's like, well dang, I'm pregnant. Like, bitch, you can't help out with your own company. Now you act like you dang on owner dang on L'Oreal Paris or something, bitch. This is dang on rink-a-dink shit. And you mad about me because I'm this, that, and the third. Pretty much she's darn on stressed. The girl is in her first trimester at this point. She's going through the darn on morning sickness and stuff. And you're mad over a $200 resending fee. Now, at the same time, I see how she was being a little bit bougie talking about, I'm flying with you and you had me and coach. Like, bitch, you know, at the same time, she may be your sister and all. But, bitch, you can't be complaining about Portia having you and coach. If you that upset about being in coach, you want to be in first class with her, pay the difference in price. The price that she paid you for coach, you add an extra $50 onto that, and then you put your own self in first class right along with her ass. So I didn't see your argument on complaining with her on that. Ooh, Lord, let me get the darn on towel or something right quick, y'all. Lord, I hope I ain't wiped my makeup off. Okay, my makeup's still staying firm, y'all. But anyways, yeah, but everything else I can see what you get. Darn on. I'm just getting tired of talking about it for you, London. But anyways, she's irritated with that. They end up getting that situation under control. She end up going to the house. Portia end up going to the girl house, eating up all the darn on fruit and peanut butter and darn on shit. And they end up squashing that hatred. So on to Chateau by Sheree. She's ending up back with darn on Matt. They try to make their shit work out. And that is about it as far as Housewives of Atlanta. That's all the good stuff that really stood out for me. I mean, it was overall a mellow season. I mean, even Nene coming back really didn't add that much excitement for me. Except that darn on episode with the friend, that was a darn on laugh for me. That was the most hilarious part of the whole season. With Cynthia Bailey flip-flopping motherfucking ass. Now, all this time, y'all was so-called best friends and everything. She called you best friends multiple times, and you ain't never came out and say, well, you know, I'm building a relationship. You always just kept it at best friends. The moment darn on Nene came back, and she announced that the best friend's back, you ain't correct her and say, well, Cynthia's my best friend too. Like, you can't have 2 best friends or whatever. And then the other girls mentioned about darn on, you know, Kenya being your best friend. And your flip-flopping ass just want to deny. You deny worse than darn on Donald Trump. I'm like, damn. Every one of the girls just came out and genuinely like, Wait a minute, I thought y'all was best friends. I mean, they generally came out. It wasn't staged or nothing. That's what made it so funny because that was actually raw, scripted reality. When darn on Nene came out and said, well, she ain't worried about her. The best friend is back anyway. And then old Sheree, this is how you could tell the shit was real. Sheree was the first one to say, well, no, so she's also best friends with darn on Kenya. That's after Kenya done got read by darn on Patricia and she got up with Matt and left. And Sheree said, well, no, they best friends too. And then Nene was looking like, huh? And then they looked back at Cynthia. Cynthia tried to backpedal. That's when Phaedra and darn on Portia came in and chimed in with like, I thought y'all was best friends too. So everybody came out and mentioned this. Everybody looking at darn on Cynthia, and Cynthia couldn't say shit. Couldn't say jack shit. And it's like, Lord, see, I can't with darn on Cynthia flip flopping that. I just can't. That's one bad thing Cynthia has a habit of doing. She is a bad flip flopper, just bad. And is it just me, or am I the only one who knows run a little bit when I put on makeup? And it is March. The darn on, I'm not even known for having allergies, but this year my eyes are watering, my nose is, and it's not even a snotty run. It is just. Ugh, these darn on allergies. And I think it was the first day of spring anyway, yesterday. But anyways, fast forward to the last and final scene. Everybody's at the darn on party. Everybody comes in. Darn on Portia, still dressing like Miss Delicious. Like, goddamn, bitch. We know you got a darn on body. But can't you put on one thing just for one day? Just for one day. Got like, damn, I do believe in even darn on Amber Rose ass. The president of the darn on slut walk dress civilized at least one day out the motherfucking week. I think we at least catch Amber Rose at least one day out the week in some darn on pajamas. Can we at least catch you in something just once, Portia? We know your body's banging, but goddamn now. Even darn on Kim gives you an old frumpy old dress or whatever when she's pregnant. Like, can't we just get civilized darn on Portia just one day? And then darn on Kenya came in with like the Grinch and darn on Kim like, that's very befitting. That's the costume for you. Everybody conclude that she came dressed the part. And pretty much that was it. They end up summarizing everybody's endings about, Kenya dating Matt and the house is finally done. Kim is on Dancing with the Stars. So we fixing to see Kim back snatched to old Ray jean size because everybody usually go on there for the most part, end up losing a good amount of weight or whatever. So we see how Kim feels with her SpongeBob shape dance on the darn on floor. Hopefully she can move it as fast as darn on SpongeBob himself. Just who else? Candy had her baby. She had a beautiful baby boy and whatever. We done seen the pictures and stuff on Instagram. Sheree. I don't think they really mentioned Sheree too tough. Like Chateau Sheree, we still child. When that darn on house finally gets made, it ought to be a darn on housewarming party from the darn on governor of darn on Georgia's damn self. After that house get made, it's been dang on what, 6 fucking years at this goddamn point? It's went way back in 2010. Bitch, we in darn on 2016 now. Like, ugh. I can't. I can't, y'all. But anyways, then Housewives with the part 1 of the reunion. Usual shade, usual drama. I don't care to even mention. It ain't nothing really stood out too tough to me about the Housewives of Atlanta part 1 reunion. Except for darn on Kim did finally get a backbone and she's standing up for herself. And done shut Kenya on down a little bit talking about say so. And then darn on Sheree instigating ass talking about, ooh, what's she gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna jump? Like, Sheree, stop trying to stir the pot. So that's it for part 1. I think it's gonna really spice up a little bit by part 2. I'm like I said, I'm waiting for Todd to read fragile motherfucking parts for Dust. Who else is gonna go at it? Kim and Kenya and Portia are gonna go at it. I don't care to really see that again. Like we all know Portia's Dipsy. So Kenya, you ain't pointing out nothing that's anything. And now we already know that. So that's pretty much it. Y'all tell me y'all suggestions on Housewives of Atlanta. Me, I think it was overall a very lackluster season. I think the only real highlight was that one scene where Cynthia kicked the hell out of on Portia. And then Cynthia got read by everybody at the on table about the on friend. About who best friend is who best friend. That was the second thing that stood out to me the whole season. What else stood out? Yeah, those two are really the only thing that really stood out to me. I mean, that and the fight with the boy that was about to come at on Kenya, that's 3. And that's it. I really didn't get no excitement from the house comparisons and everything else. So, yeah, and Nene really didn't add that much back to the show. So, child, we look forward to part 2. So, y'all tell me y'all suggestions, y'all comments, and everything in the comments box. Feel free to like this video. Share it. Share it. On the sake of me getting glammed up just for this look right here. I got glammed up just for Kenya Moore. And matter of fact, I think Kenya and my response back to each other was the most highlight of everything thing. The first 7 minutes of this video of me explaining everybody going back and forth in the motherfucking comment section. I got over 58 likes. Kenya got about 42 likes. Everybody was sharing, and all of that. So I think that was the highlight of the evening was the actual Twitter for once, as opposed to the actual show itself. So, anyways, y'all know what to do. Comment, and I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.